Stroke, the silent fear of aging and how to prevent it. Welcome to Elderly Inspiration, your companion in healthy aging. Aging is a beautiful journey, filled with wisdom, cherished memories, and the opportunity to embrace life at a slower, more intentional pace. However, it also comes with its own set of challenges, particularly when it comes to health. Here at Elderly Inspiration, we are committed to helping you navigate these challenges with knowledge, confidence, and a positive outlook. Our channel is dedicated to providing insightful, science-backed information to help you maintain not only your physical health but also your emotional and mental well-being. Whether it's practical health tips, in-depth discussions on aging-related concerns, or motivational content to keep you inspired, Elderly Inspiration is here to guide you toward a vibrant, fulfilling life. Today we are going to talk about one of the most feared health conditions among seniors: stroke. This silent yet deadly condition can strike suddenly, leaving devastating consequences. But here's the good news: strokes are largely preventable. By understanding the risks, recognizing the warning signs, and making small yet impactful changes to your lifestyle, you can significantly reduce your chances of experiencing a stroke. Let's dive into this crucial topic and explore how you can safeguard yourself against this life-threatening condition. The growing concern of stroke in aging populations. As we age, our bodies undergo inevitable changes, and some of these changes can make us more vulnerable to serious health conditions. Stroke is one such condition that becomes increasingly common with age. In fact, studies show that nearly 75% of all strokes occur in individuals over the age of 65. But why does aging increase the risk of stroke? One of the primary reasons is the gradual stiffening and narrowing of blood vessels over time. Years of exposure to factors like high blood pressure, cholesterol buildup, and lifestyle habits such as smoking or lack of exercise take a toll on our cardiovascular system. As a result, the risk of blood clots forming and blocking the flow of oxygen to the brain becomes significantly higher. Another crucial factor is the presence of underlying health conditions. Diseases such as diabetes, atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat, and hypertension are major contributors to stroke risk. Unfortunately, these conditions are also more prevalent in older adults, making stroke a top health concern for this age group. However, while the statistics may seem alarming, it's important to remember that knowledge is power. By educating ourselves about stroke prevention, we can take proactive steps to protect our health and maintain our independence for years to come. Understanding stroke. What happens in the body? A stroke occurs when the blood supply to a part of the brain is disrupted, either due to a blockage, ischemic stroke, or a rupture of a blood vessel, hemorrhagic stroke. When this happens, brain cells begin to die within minutes due to a lack of oxygen and nutrients. The severity of a stroke depends on how quickly medical attention is received and which part of the brain is affected. There are two main types of stroke. Ischemic stroke. This accounts for approximately 87% of all strokes and occurs when a blood clot blocks a blood vessel supplying the brain. The clot may form within the brain, thrombotic stroke, or travel from another part of the body, such as the heart, embolic stroke. Hemorrhagic stroke. This occurs when a weakened blood vessel bursts, leading to bleeding in the brain. High blood pressure is a leading cause of hemorrhagic stroke, as it weakens arterial walls over time. In addition, there is a condition called transient ischemic attack, TIA, often referred to as a mini-stroke. Although TIAs don't cause permanent damage, they serve as warning signs that a full stroke could occur in the near future. Recognizing the signs of a stroke early is critical. The sooner medical treatment is administered, the greater the chances of recovery and reduced complications. The alarming impact of stroke on seniors. A stroke can be life-altering, not only for the individual affected but also for their families. Depending on its severity, a stroke can lead to long-term disabilities including loss of mobility. Many stroke survivors experience paralysis or weakness on one side of the body, making everyday tasks challenging. Speech and communication difficulties. Some individuals struggle with speaking, understanding language, or forming coherent sentences after a stroke. Memory and cognitive impairment. Strokes can affect cognitive functions, leading to difficulties with problem-solving, decision-making, and memory recall. Emotional and psychological effects. Depression, anxiety, and mood swings are common among stroke survivors due to the sudden changes in their independence and quality of life. Given these potential outcomes, it's understandable why stroke is such a major concern among older adults. However, it's not all doom and gloom. The most empowering fact about stroke is that up to 80% of strokes can be prevented through healthy lifestyle choices and medical management. Why you need to pay attention now. If you're watching this, chances are you or someone you love is concerned about stroke. The best way to address this concern is through prevention. But here's the thing, prevention starts today, not tomorrow. Every decision you make, from what you eat to how active you are, plays a role in determining your risk of stroke. As we continue this discussion, we'll explore practical, science-backed strategies that can help you reduce your stroke risk and take control of your health. You'll learn about the importance of diet, exercise, stress management, and medical screenings, as well as simple, everyday habits that could make all the difference. So, are you ready to take charge of your health and protect your future? Let's continue this journey together and discover the steps you can take to keep your brain and body strong for years to come. Stay with us as we dive deeper into this critical topic. 10 powerful ways to prevent stroke and protect your future. 1. Control your blood pressure, the most important step to prevent stroke. Did you know that 1 in 3 people over 55 has high blood pressure, and over 70% of strokes are caused by hypertension? High blood pressure damages artery walls, making them stiff and prone to blockages. Over time, this can lead to a stroke. White heavy checkmark: how to control blood pressure effectively. Measure your blood pressure daily, especially in the morning. Reduce salt intake. The WHO recommends less than 5 g of salt per day. Eat more potassium-rich foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and avocados. Manage stress, as anxiety can cause sudden spikes in blood pressure. 2. Keep blood sugar levels in check. Stop the silent stroke trigger. People with diabetes are 2 to 4 times more likely to suffer a stroke than those without it. High blood sugar damages blood vessels, increasing the risk of blockages and strokes. White heavy checkmark: how to lower your risk. Cut down on sugar, especially processed sweets and sodas. Eat low glycemic foods like oats, green vegetables, and chia seeds. Check your blood sugar levels regularly. If they're consistently high, consult a doctor. 3. Maintain a healthy weight. Reduce your stroke risk by threefold. Obese individuals are 3 times more likely to suffer a stroke compared to those with a healthy weight. Excess weight increases the risk of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes, all major stroke factors. White heavy checkmark: how to manage your weight. Walk for at least 30 minutes daily. Eat more fiber and reduce processed carbs like white rice and white bread. Avoid late-night eating and cut down on fast food. 4. Stay active. Just 30 minutes a day can cut your stroke risk by 50%. A study by the American Heart Association found that walking just 30 minutes a day can lower stroke risk by 50%. Exercise improves circulation, lowers blood pressure, and helps maintain mental clarity. White heavy checkmark: best exercises for stroke prevention. Brisk walking, cycling, swimming, and gentle yoga. If sitting for long periods, stand up and stretch every 30 minutes. 5. Eat smart. Avoid foods that harm your blood vessels. Your diet influences up to 70% of your risk for stroke and heart disease. White heavy checkmark: what should you eat? Omega-3 fatty acids from salmon and mackerel support artery health. Fiber-rich foods like whole grains and vegetables lower cholesterol. Nuts like walnuts and almonds help reduce inflammation. Green tea improves circulation and brain function. Prohibited: avoid these harmful foods. Salty, sugary, and processed foods. Red meat, fast food, and highly processed snacks. 6. Manage cholesterol levels. Don't let your arteries get clogged. High cholesterol leads to plaque buildup in arteries, increasing stroke risk. White heavy checkmark: how to keep cholesterol in check. Limit red meat and fried foods. Add healthy fats like olive oil, flaxseed oil, and fatty fish to your diet. Get regular cholesterol screenings, and take action if levels are high. 7. Stay hydrated, a simple habit with a big impact. Dehydration thickens the blood, increasing the risk of clot formation and strokes. White heavy checkmark: tips to stay hydrated. Drink 1.5 to 2 liters of water daily. Start your day with a glass of warm water to boost circulation. Set reminders on your phone if you often forget to drink water. 8. Reduce stress. Don't let anxiety steal your health. Chronic stress increases blood pressure, damages arteries, and raises stroke risk by 50%. White heavy checkmark: ways to reduce stress. Practice meditation and deep breathing every morning. Engage in hobbies you love, like reading or listening to music. Spend quality time with loved ones to combat loneliness. 9. Get enough sleep. Rest well to protect your brain. A Harvard University study found that people who sleep less than 6 hours a night have a 50% higher risk of stroke than those who get enough rest. White heavy checkmark: tips for better sleep. Avoid screens before bedtime to prevent sleep disruption. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule and avoid heavy meals before bed. Create a calm and comfortable sleeping environment. 10. Get regular health checkups. Don't wait until it's too late. Many people only visit the doctor when symptoms appear, but by then it might be too late. White heavy checkmark key health screenings you should get. Check your blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol levels every 6 months. Get a brain MRI or CT scan if you have a family history of stroke. Seek medical attention immediately if you experience warning signs like dizziness, weakness in one side of the body, or slurred speech. A wake-up call. Why stroke prevention must start today. As we come to the end of this discussion, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. Stroke is not just a medical condition. It is a life-altering event that can rob us of our independence, our mobility, and even our ability to communicate with loved ones. It doesn't just affect the person who suffers from it, it impacts entire families, causing emotional and financial strain that can last for years. The harsh reality is that 1 in 4 people over the age of 55 will experience a stroke in their lifetime. For many, the first stroke is also the last, as strokes are a leading cause of disability and death worldwide. But here's the most important takeaway: up to 80% of strokes are preventable. That means the power to avoid this devastating condition is largely in your hands. So, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you take the necessary steps to protect yourself and those you love? Or will you wait until it's too late? Small changes, big impact. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Prevention isn't about drastic, unsustainable changes. It's about small, consistent improvements. As we've discussed, the key factors that contribute to stroke: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, poor diet, lack of exercise, dehydration, chronic stress, and lack of sleep, are all within our control. Start with one simple action today. Drink more water. Go for a short walk. Reduce the salt in your meals. Meditate for 5 minutes. Each of these small steps adds up, creating a future where you are stronger, healthier, and less vulnerable to stroke. Think about it this way: would you rather spend a few extra minutes each day taking care of your body, or spend years recovering from a debilitating stroke? The choice is clear. Recognizing the early signs of stroke. While prevention is the best approach, recognizing a stroke early can mean the difference between life and death. A stroke can happen suddenly, and every second counts. Remember the FAST test. A face. Ask the person to smile. Does one side of the face droop? Arms? Ask them to raise both arms. Does one drift downward? A speech. Ask them to repeat a simple sentence. Is their speech slurred or strange? Tea time. If you notice any of these signs, call emergency services immediately. The faster you act, the better the chances of recovery. Time lost is brain lost. Never hesitate to seek medical help if you or a loved one experience any of these symptoms. The emotional toll of stroke. Beyond the physical consequences, stroke takes an emotional toll that few people talk about. Many stroke survivors experience depression, anxiety, and feelings of isolation. They may struggle to regain independence, feeling frustrated by their limitations. Caregivers, too, often feel overwhelmed, watching their loved ones battle the effects of a stroke. This is why stroke prevention isn't just about avoiding a medical emergency. It's about preserving your quality of life. It's about ensuring that you can continue to do the things you love, whether it's traveling, playing with your grandchildren, gardening, or simply enjoying a conversation over coffee. Your health is in your hands. If you take away only one message from this video, let it be this: you have more control over your health than you think. Aging does not mean surrendering to illness. You have the power to shape your future, to make choices that support longevity, and to take action today that your future self will thank you for. Think of your health like an investment. Every healthy choice you make is a deposit into a future where you remain active, independent, and mentally sharp. And like any good investment, consistency is key. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, you are never too old to take control of your health. Join us in building a healthier future. We created Elderly Inspiration because we believe that aging should be a time of growth, wisdom, and joy, not fear and decline. Our goal is to provide valuable insights, practical health tips, and inspiration to help you live your best life beyond 55. If you found this information helpful, we encourage you to like this video, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you help us reach more people who can benefit from this life-saving knowledge. Your health matters. Your future matters. And we are here to walk this journey with you. Thank you for being part of our community, and we look forward to bringing you more insights to help you live a longer, healthier, and happier life. Stay strong. Stay inspired. And we'll see you in the next video.